Spider-Man for the PS4, released in 2018, is often called the best Spider-Man or even superhero game of all time, and rightly so. It has a wealth of content, a brilliantly designed traversal system, a well thought out story, and delightful characters. Now for the PS5, Insomniac has decided to remaster this beloved title to take full advantage of the new tech. Now if your main question is whether you should get this game, then let me stop you right there, because you really, really should. It is by far one of the best games I've ever played, with ridiculously high production value. Also, this won't really be a review of the game per se, but the remaster itself and how it has affected the game. Essentially, I'll be focusing on character designs, graphics, and various performance options. First off, I need to address the elephant in the room, Peter Parker. It's an entirely new Peter than in the 2018 version of the game, and that has led to massive controversy surrounding this remaster. The single strongest argument I see to be brought up is that it's like watching a show, falling in love with it, and then bam, switching out the main character for a new person pretending nothing's changed. I hate when that happens. But really, that's not an issue for me though. I never got around to the game on the PS4, so I lacked any real connection to the main protagonist, thus rendering me open to this new Spider-Man. And as someone who is a fan of Tom Holland's performance as Peter Parker, this new guy is fantastic. Throughout the entire game, his performance was believable and sincere, with the audio perfectly synced to his movements. I truly feel like this is for the better. Let's say they had to change Peter Parker for whatever reason. Aren't you glad they didn't wait till Spider-Man 2 to just do this? Because the issue with the TV show logic is that it's not like they had Season 1 with a certain character, and then switched him to Season 2. It's like they rebooted the show from the very beginning with Season 1. Plus, this is a remaster of a 2-year-old game that's only included in the Ultimate Edition of its sequel. It's not the most important title. That's why this was the best place to introduce this new Pete, to give us time to adjust, not just springing it on us with a brand new game. Now that little tangent's over, let's discuss the characters and their designs. Again though, since I haven't played the original title, all comparisons to it are from footage I found online. Regardless though, there is a monumental difference between the two. Cutscenes and characters are far more expressive, with the animations top notch. The biggest differences are naturally the lighting and faces. The lighting in particular ties in with the graphics as a whole. Did I mention, by the way, that this game has graphics, and lots of them? It's astounding just how much they were actually able to improve this game graphically. A 30 FPS fidelity mode comes as the standard and takes full advantage of the PS5's tech through ray tracing and native 4K resolution and other next-gen features. Me personally though, I use performance mode. This lowers the base resolution and turns off ray tracing in replace for an extremely solid 60 FPS. To be honest, besides some pop-in reflections and higher quality shadows, the difference between the two isn't too substantial. There's also a ray tracing version of the performance mode called Performance RT, which is a nice substitute for someone wanting all that next-gen lighting. Now, by far the best way to truly compare how good this remaster is and just how much of the PS5's new tech it takes advantage of is to take a look at Miles Morales, specifically the PlayStation 5 version of the game. Immediately after I played and beat this remaster, I booted up Miles Morales and played for a little while. Graphically, they're the same. For my money, at least, that is. I went from 27 hours playing Performance Mode on Spider-Man Remastered, going to Miles Morales, and saw little to no difference. In my book, this is a hard evidence that this remaster is a full-fledged remaster, not a simple port claiming to take advantage of the PS5, but it's just like Insomniac promised. This is not only a fantastic game, it's a fantastic remaster that truly pushes the PS5 close to its limits.